Hey everybody, here's Eliud again. So I have been building this little program of a to-do list in C++. plus plus. I would say this is like probably one of the languages that are most difficult to learn because there's so many concepts. Um, as I was learning throughout this week, I watched a lot of videos and tutorials that say different things on how to start. And I decided to start in this way. For those um, who code in TypeScript or Swift or languages that uh, uh, have like an interface, it's gonna be actually a bit better because C++ plus plus allows you to create this interface file, which is the header file. And then there's the CPP, which is the source file, which is basically an implementation file. As you can see here, you declare the functions, the functionalities, or the methods of the class, and then here you implement. And for this program, I I divided it into three. I divided it into file manager, which is basically it takes care of the files. It, it handles saving in the file, creating a new file, which is this file right here, which created right here, um, and saves in the file, loads the file, uh, and checks if the file exists. Um, it actually doesn't create a file, it just checks if it exists. Um, but the file has to be there in order for this to work. And here the task, basically the task takes care of the task marking if it is done, adds a time to the task when it was done, um, and so on. Here the to-do list is basically where everything happens. The to-do list class basically takes care of removing a task, get all the tasks, clear all the tasks, everything that I will just gonna show you here how it works. And in the mail, I just compile, in the main file, I just compiled every single thing to show to the user. Here we display the menu, we have a menu. And then if there's tasks, we display no tasks and so on. It was actually really interesting to learn C++. plus plus. You can do a lot of things. It allows you to tweak with the code, just like we do in Python. Um, Let me run the code. So it starts right here. Just have to hit enter. And I can add a task by adding, let's say, to work, add the task. And if I want to view all the tasks, so I have right there, do homework, and I can view the tasks. There's more tasks because I already created it earlier. Um, if I want to mark as a complete task, I can mark a complete task, do homework, let's say 2. And if I can remove a task, I can remove this first task that I added earlier today. I can save a task, save into the file. Sorry, I put an invalid number, which it should be 5 to save a task. Um, I also can load the file. If in case you exit, let's exit. And let's start the program again. Let's say I'm gonna view the tasks. Well, automatically I added to load the file when it's already there, but if in case it's not there, I put this option in here that we can load the file. Um, and it loads the file for us. Um, and we can always view the file. And if we want to delete or remove a task, we can click on 4. Sorry, it's on 4. And we can remove task 1. And then we can display the tasks again. We can see that we only have one file now. And it's marked down as we did in the past. And so this is my little program to-do list. And it's my first one in C++. And yep.